Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. We are from Applied Foreign Language Class B, Vocational College, Diponegoro University. My name is Attiatul Noor, and of course I'm not alone here. I'm with my friends Nadia Adzhani. Hello Nadia.
Hello Attia, hello everyone. I'm Nadia Adzhani. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. And in this podcast, we are going to talk about the differences between United Kingdom and United States. American and Britain are certainly not the same. There are many differences between these two. In America, it has become a mixing place for various cultures. Because of many immigrants who come, they contribute the culture from their country in America. Meanwhile, Britain is known for the cultural diversity due to the tradition from each of its four states, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Not only about the language, but also about the history, social life, religion, gender equality, food and drinks, and about the art. Okay, Nadia, so I want to ask you something. Do you know about the beginning of history between UK and US?
Oh yes, as I know, United Kingdom is an archipelago in the form of constitutional monarchy located off the coast of Western Europe. One of their destinations for the colonization journey was America, because they hoped that it would provide increased economic opportunities in the form of free or cheap land. In 1776, there was the American Revolution that makes the desire for independence from Britain that grown stronger in the American state leadership. Then on 4th of July 1776, 13 colonies agreed to the Declaration of Independence of the United States. And then United States officially become a free and independent nation.
Ah, okay, so it turned out like that. And then next about the language. As we know, the language between British and American is slightly different. American people come to American continent with English citizens, whose pronunciation was based on rhotic speech, and it means that the letter R was clearly pronounced, much like today. Meanwhile, in Britain, they mostly come from French, and the higher social classes soften the R sound because they want to distinguish it from the way of speaking from the common people. That's the little reason about the existence of differences from these two languages.
Oh, and I seem to have heard that there are some differences in vocabulary, right? Like in America, they call it apartment, while in British they call it flat. Then in British used to call it aeroplane, but American call it as airplane. And the others, British people call a cloth that covers the lower part of your body as trousers, but American people call it as pants.
Yeah, you're right. And then the other example is about grammatical differences. They are quite different but significant. For the example, about the usage of present perfect tense, the British one normally use the verb to have, like I have just arrived, while the American one usually omit the verb and make the sentences sound simpler, like I just arrived. That's about the grammatical differences. And then how about their social life, Nadia?
Okay, so about their social life, British people have a value personal privacy and try to be respectful without interfering in the private lives of others. Also, from the speech of the language, British English is said to be more polite than the American English one. So this is the reason why the British people tend to be cooler. And then how about the American one, Atia?
As I know, American people in general are more welcome and friendly, not like British. They want to be a part of other people's problem when they communicate.
Okay. In my opinion too, although the way American and British people to greet someone is still the same, but I think the British one still have more respect for the elders.
Alright, and then next to the other differences about the religion, these two countries, the most widely practiced is Christianity, followed by Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism. However, United Kingdom still applies religious tolerance in its society compared to the United States one. Beside the Christmas and Easter, other religious holidays are also highly respected by the majority of the people there. For example, Ramadan by Muslim or Deepavali by Hindu. I think that's for the religion one. And how about the gender equality? What do you know about it?
Okay, as I know, gender equality has become a common thing in America and United Kingdom. It's not like Asian countries such as Indonesia. Men and women are seen as equal and more informal. The way of their interacting also depends on age and status.
I think it's not like in our country, in Indonesia. There is still have thoughts from the elder then that men should dominate over women, but in terms of works, position, leadership, and household life.
Yeah, you're right. It's quite different. Okay, and how about food and drinks tradition? What do you think about it?
About food and drink tradition, British and American also have quite different food and drink tradition. In British, they have fish and chips on Friday, lunch and brunch with scrambled egg or bread with jam, and then afternoon tea accompanied with cake or cookies, and followed by dinner with meat and veggies. And then in America, lunch is served with sandwich and taco. American food is also healthy because they are served with salad and corn. But not only the food, these two countries have similarities in drinking culture. American and British people have a habit of drinking alcohol after coming home from work with their friends.
Wow, it's so interesting, guys.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And then how about the last differences, Nadia? What is it about?
Okay, so for the last differences is about the arts. England is popular for its theater and also home to famous legendary artists and musicians such as William Shakespeare, the Beatles, and Spice Girls. In the city of London, there are various dance, drama, and musical performances that are always on tour around the city of England. Meanwhile, in America is widely recognized as the leader for mass media production in the world, especially in television and film. Also, the music genre in America are very diverse, from jazz, R&B, rock, and rap music. And okay, Atia, do you know about the behind story of rap music?
Yes, I know. It's about African American slavery. Rap music gave voice to a story that not often told and called for the forthrightness. Besides through the music, this is also expressed through the fiction novels, autobiographic, political speech, and film. Aside from that, Obama is also the reason they are free now. That's because of his political career as the first African American president to be elected. Obama proved that black people can fight people's assumption and make black people rise from adversity.
Alright, guys, so that was the difference between British and American cultures that were very, very different. Start from history, language, social life, religion, gender equality, food and drinks, and last about the art. And hopefully with this podcast can add a knowledge for those of you who listening to us.
Okay, thank you everyone for listening to our podcast, and we are very sorry if there's any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Assalamualaikum
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you again,
See you again,
guys. Bye
guys. Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye.